Cause your vibe it be different. That shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding your find in the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. It's with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for Friday, October 14th, 2022. And I just ask for everybody to like, comment, and subscribe to help grow the channel, help grow the community, get this information out there to anybody who needs any type of spiritual guidance or just, support in life. So, let's pop this off. All right. So, we're seeing this moon in Gemini move into 18 degrees, moving further in, right? It's going to conjunct Mars today. So, just that alone, we're getting this want to move forward heavily, right? To take action, especially, as we're getting ready for this Mars to go retrograde. But again, this is where we have to do a lot of fact checking, research, right? Learning about exactly where we want to move towards. We're seeing the moon make trines to Venus here. And Mars is trining the sun. And that is also making its trine to Saturn, which is trining the moon exactly now, today. So, big day about really feeling like we want to get things done. We want to advance in life. We can say, that this is, the moon is trine the sun as well. So it would make it a grand trine. And this has so much to do with what we've been talking about. Relationships and where those relationships are going to take us and how we're growing. Are these relationships helping us accomplish a similar goal? This is where we can actually make something amazing happen, which is a more, intuitive thing. It's like, you have to know where you're going in life to be able to know who's really going to be able to help you. And, also know who really wants to help you, who really wants to see you win, right? Like I was talking about yesterday. So this is a good time to really double down on those relationships that have already been reinforced up to this point. New relationships, they would have already shown, how much they're into where we're going and how much, how trustworthy they are. Brand new relationships at this moment. Mercury's still in shadow, but it could still, it could be the beginning of something that's really dope. But I would say when Mercury comes out of shadow, then yeah, new relationships can definitely be a very good thing. But this is more focused on relationships we've already been a part of, already been, figuring out. So, I mean, with Mercury at 5 degrees, like, we can't really say. I mean, it is. Jupiter's such a big planet. I guess we can give it like 4 degrees, so it's still at opposition. So this is still us, making decisions on what is the best for us when it comes to relationships. But we do have Uranus making the semi-sextile with the moon today. And then that making a semi-sextile with Chiron. So, a lot of unexpected things can come out of relationships, but also these unexpected things can be what helps us, completely, heal and evolve internally to a place that can really advance us in life. With Mars at this 23rd degree, though, Neptune is making a hard square. So, we have to make sure that we're not getting caught up in any type of illusions, right? Like, big things can happen, but especially if we're taking action towards those things, but we can't be, thinking that something is more than what it is. Especially with this quincunx to the sun. Yeah, the sun. Quincunx to the sun. So definitely not a time where we want to be, really dreamy about things and just, thinking that things are going to just work out naturally or just by an act of God. We have to be real about, what we're actually putting work towards. I know for me, I have to, double down on my studying, especially as a projector. Like, I've been getting caught up in video games and stuff like that. And, a lot of it is taking time away from my studies that I really should be focused on. And also just completing projects, right? Because like, it's like we're making progress, then we stop, and then we're making progress, then we stop. So it's like, we need to really get as much done as we can before this Mars goes retrograde here, and it's coming up fast. Even though Mars is moving pretty slow, the days are going by pretty quick, and then sooner or later it'll be the 31st or 30th, and Mars will be retrograde. So we definitely need to make sure that we're not slowing ourselves down. We actually have to kind of pick up speed, do all the research, all the learning that needs to be done during this time, and not get caught up in, these extravagant or even unrealistic visions that we have about other people. We have to be real. It's like I was saying yesterday, like, if somebody truly cares, loves, and accepts you, then, that's going to be reflected through their actions. And we can kind of like hope or want and, paint this picture or even try to defend them, in our heads and in our hearts. But the truth is the truth about it. So we have to like accept that, and we don't have to like, cause some type of conflict or anything like that, or, even get crazy, and we just be done with it. That's it. It's just don't put any more energy towards it, and it's like, yeah, sometimes things need to be said. They could be said in a mature way and in a way that comes from love, and then just move on and be done with it from there. Right? The best offense is really a proper defense. So, you don't have to go all out and make somebody try to feel how you feel, or, disrespect them because they disrespected you. It's more like, okay, well, now I'm just going to protect my own. Now you're not going to have as much access to me. And at the end of the day, if they were just using you to begin with, then they don't really care anyways. So it's better to just fall back and, just work on our own success. And when they come back and they're like, hey, it's like, oh, well, you don't even have access to me anymore, right? Like, there's like, sorry, holla at my assistant. Maybe I'll get back to you. That's kind of the vibes that we're looking at right here, where the ones that really mess with us heavy, they've already shown it, proved it 100 times over, and there's no reason to get caught up in the people that don't. It's more about reinforcing and building with the people that do, heavily this Friday. Heavily. I know for me, just even intuitively, like, I didn't even look at this astrology for today, but I have stuff planned with people that I've reinforced my relationships with, and that, they're solid, I'm solid with them, and they know it, and, it's just an equal exchange, and, we're going to make some dope stuff happen. And there's other ways I could have probably went about doing it and incorporating somebody else that, I don't really know, and maybe pay them or whatever. But I think we have the resources and the knowledge to do it ourselves and really come up with something really dope. And we all benefit from it. So it makes more sense and costs me less money too. But, it's just like those type of things, right? Where you understand who's willing to help you and who's not, and you just use what you have in your favor and make sure that everything is reciprocal, the love, the compensation, like, all of it. So let's see what the card for today is. It's Friday. And we have this wonderful page of pentacles upright. So yeah, this is where we manifest the things that we've been working on manifesting. This is where, we can tap into this new energy of synergy with people who want to create. This is a big time for creation, with the right people, right? Pentacles, if you look at the star, right, they have that every point connects, right? And the page is this is an awesome card. It looks so cool. But the page knows how to utilize their knowledge and their magic, right? And that's what we have to do today with the right people. And because everything is an energy exchange. So exchange energy with the ones who deserve it, right? Understand your royalty, regality, right? And, not everybody deserves to be a part of the path that you're paving, because that path can get paved in gold at some point. And then, the wrong people could benefit or take from it. And that's not what we need. The universe is trying to remove the people who don't deserve it from our lives and put the right ones in place. So, just be intuitive to that, move through it, and focus on creating and manifesting with the right relationships today, and all will be well. So I hope that helps. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe it be different and shine in your eyes when I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury transit.